Hi, Aiden.
Hi. Hi, Robin. Hi, Eden. What's the story? Morning glory. I'm just playing around with the chat here.
I
So,
see.
yeah, I'm being silly. So, I wonder how I can get your name down here. How can I show names? I don't know. I'm not a restreamer goddess today. I'm trying. It's a Tuesday,
It's
right?
it's the tech goddess.
It's tech goddess. So if you're watching on my channels, then hi, my name is Eden Castile, and this is the lovely Robin Dyer, and we are here to premiere Robin's new song. So it is called No Time to Cry, and it is on my YouTube channel, and it's also, we're going to premiere it right here. So if you are watching, say hello. And I'm going to try to say hello here. Say hello. Tell us where you're watching. We would just love it if you would do that. So I think I'm on, Robin, I think I'm on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube right now.
Hmm.
So it's a lovely Tuesday here in New England, about 3 o'clock Eastern. How's the weather where you are?
Sunny.
Sunny. It's really warm today. For November 9th, it's pretty warm, right?
Yeah, it wasn't bad for my walk. I was
Okay.
actually sweating.
Really? I should try
Mm,
walking. That would be a good idea. I
yeah,
should,
but
right?
I sweat because every muscle in my body is being used.
Yes. Yes. So
That's a whole nother reason.
Robin's working hard on healing from some injuries, and so she has to do a lot of those walking and all those exercises and everything. And she's being a very good patient. So I'm sure if your PT's watching, we'll say that, right? I'm trying to make you sound good for your
Oh, she
PT.
knows.
She knows
Yeah, they all think I'm thick-headed and push too hard.
you're a compliant patient, aren't you?
Well, I push a little harder than I'm supposed to.
Then you're
But
supposed to. Yeah. So we have to pace ourselves, right?
yeah, that's like, yeah, I pay the price.
Yeah. Yeah. That stinks. So, but you, one of the things you do is you write these songs. You write a lot. So, about how many per week?
I was saying 3 to 6, but
Mm-hmm.
like Sunday I wrote 5. So,
Mm-hmm. And it
and
was funny.
Saturday I edited one on Saturday and wrote another one on Saturday, and then yesterday I wrote 2 more. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
I mean, really, if we look up the word prolific in the dictionary, your picture is next to it. You really do. So it's, and you actually, you said something over the weekend that I thought was kind of cool where you said, well, I'm just making up for the first, 50 odd years when I didn't write.
right,
So I have to just make up for that time. And they're
because
all going to come out whenever they
because
come
this
out.
because this didn't start until after COVID started. So the first songwriting class
That's right.
with
That's
Casey
right.
Cook.
Uh huh. And that's when you first started writing.
Yep,
So it was
that
kind
week
of
that weekend.
that weekend. So it was all kind of locked in there, ready to go. And then what was it about that class that kind of like made you go?
I'm not really sure. But I remember sending you a message that I'm not a songwriter, but here, and
Just a,
sent you two.
mm-hmm. And after that, you just kept writing and writing and
And
writing and writing
writing.
and writing. And now you're
Lost
home more
lost
like
count now.
oh no. So like when you get to the thousandth song, we can't have a party.
We'll have to count each individual one.
Right. So, but you've published several. So, and by publishing, we mean that you went to the trouble of actually getting them either to ASCAP, right, or to
Hmm.
copyright, or where they actually have appeared on albums or have been released in some way,
Right.
shape, or form. So that's what we're doing today. Is we're releasing another one. I'm trying to get like the chat going here and restream, and it's just like killing me. Forget it. Whatever. So, but as we promised, that today we're going to do your new one. We're trying to do one about every month or two,
Hmm.
and I'm calling them like the Dyer demos, just because I'm trying to make it cute. I love naming shit. Um, but it's also because this one is not going to be released like on a bigger album today. This is
Right.
really kind of a work in progress type thing. So the one we did a couple of months ago was called "Hey There, Little Blenda." That was so cute, and it was just me singing with some piano accompaniment, right? And we kind of workshopped it and talked our way through it. But we thought that that was good enough to just release as like, here's a melody, here's some lyrics, And it may get recorded down the road and we may go to that trouble, or we may not. But that's okay. So it's not like we took all the time in the world to make it absolutely polished and ready to go. So that's why we call it a demo. So this one, No Time to Cry.
Right.
Right.
That one I wrote in an hour, and you wrote the music in 10 minutes.
Which one? The Hey There Little Blenda?
Yeah.
Yeah. We do. We both write kind of quick and dirty, and that's fun. And we don't belabor it too much. We just kind of go, right? I tend to think like that first instinct is usually fairly good. Doesn't mean I won't edit. I'll edit anything. But it is also nice. I'm going to see if anybody's chatting. Nobody's chatting with us yet. But 5 people are watching. So thank you, 5. Appreciate it. So this one, for No Time to Cry, how long did it take you to write this? As far as you can remember. We wrote it a while ago.
Right. And we had lots of edits along the way.
Yeah. But the initial writing was pretty quick.
Yeah. It's usually a couple hours max.
Mm-hmm. So our process, did you have to use a lot of ink? Because you were showing me the picture earlier of kind of your scratch. So yes, writers of the world.
Or as in this is just free writing it. It's just whatever's coming to my brain at that moment, and then we get a song out of it afterwards.
That's what she does.
And I go through a lot of paper and pens because I can't spend time on the computer now.
Take notice, Bic. Right? And that's what she does. Take notice. Dunder Mifflin. Lots of paper going through here. But that's your process. You're a longhand person. Like, I like typing. For me, I like to type lyrics, but you like longhand. And you need to be on longhand now because you can't spend that much time at a computer for eye strain. So,
I used to do all the edits on the computer after I wrote it, but now it's rewrite everything.
Now it's rewrite
over
everything.
and over.
Just like Mozart. So we made this one, I want to say like back in spring, right?
Yeah.
Like March or April of this year?
Yep. I was watching a movie.
Remember what the movie was?
It's Country Crush.
Country Crush, which was about what?
2 brothers. One goes off and he promises that he'll be back, and he ends up getting killed, and so. But it got the wheels turning, so.
And then you sat down and wrote this song that's really kind of perfect for Veterans Day and Memorial Day, which is why we're releasing it this week.
Yep.
So, so you brought the song. So then Robin and I meet once a week. And actually, we've now upped it to about twice a week because she's writing so dang much. And we just take whatever lyrics she's done, and then we start creating them into some kind of a demo situation. We try to decide if they're kind of basically demo worthy or not, or how close they are to that. And if we both feel kind of inspired by the song, then we'll create either a piano part. I'm a piano-based writer, so that's what I'm doing. If there was a guitarist there, they'd be sitting there and strumming. Sometimes we bring in somebody to work with Robin to do the song in a different way. So you've worked with Hallie Elwell, Ed Valley, Casey Cook, and
Mark Cutler.
So they take your lyrics and we turn it into something different. So if a piano person like me works on it, it might sound one way, but if a guitarist works on it, it's probably going to sound a different way. So I really tried to think like a guitarist for this song because it's so obviously a guitar song, but it's just a demo and I'm not a guitarist. So I'm playing piano with 10 fingers going like this, right? So MIDI guitar. So that's what makes it a demo.
And my guitar has a long way to go.
Yes. Robin plays some guitar. She plays some piano. You play sax too, right?
No.
No. Okay. That's Jordan.
Just those. Yeah, that's okay. Jordan.
Yeah. So when you do a demo, you do the best you can with the stuff that you have around. So the lyrics are there and they were edited. Then we just sat there in the lesson and we kind of created a scratch vocal line and a scratch chord line. I used a program called Songcraft.io to actually turn it into lyrics with chords above. And then we sat on it for a while. And then we started thinking, well, who could we get to sing this? So it wouldn't be me, wouldn't be you. What kind of a voice would be good? And then I remembered Brittany Thompson. And Brittany's a wonderful singer, and she has been in this studio before, and she was the first runner-up for Wakefield Idol 2021. So she had a lot of experience singing exactly this kind of music, and I got to play for her this summer at the Contemporary Theater Company as well. So I got to see her again after all that COVID fun stuff. So when we asked her if she would come and sing it, she said, of course I will. So she was in here this weekend, and she just stayed here for about 30 minutes. Her son was in the car playing on the iPad. nailed a track, and that was that. So, so if you've never written songs before, sometimes it's this easy, sometimes it's really hard. It just depends.
So one of the other songs, what I do 9 times we did the edits or so until I finally said, screw it, I'm doing it my way.
Yes.
and you said, about time.
Sometimes that happens too. You never can tell, right? You get the idea, you get inspired, you start writing things down. Sometimes it comes out perfectly formed, but most of the time it doesn't. And you have to do a little bit of work to it. You share it with somebody you trust, and you go from there. So, but this one was so pretty and wonderfully sad. So we came up with this melody, and then Brittany came in and sang it. So first I created a demo track, just piano. Then I worked and made a little bit with some drums and some bass and guitar type sounds and piano. Brittany sang on top of it, and we are ready to share that with you right now. So are we ready to premiere No Time to Cry?
Absolutely.
Right. So we also made a quick little lyrics video using royalty-free video, completely usable, no copyright strikes against me, YouTube. No copyright strikes against me. But it illustrates the song really well. And then the lyrics are going by underneath it because I think the lyrics are really, really important. All right, so I'm going to set this up. So I'm going to stop that caption, and I'm going to put us in the green room and then put in No Time to Cry. And then, God, I hope it works. So here goes.
It wasn't like the fairy tales that you see, though I prayed for love and happiness too. I needed someone to count on other than me. My prayers were answered when I found you. Now they took you away from me. They took you from our family. You promised to come back through that door. Just like every time before, you're supposed to be here by my side. I don't even have time to cry. My tender heart is broken, but for our family I keep going. You're here in my heart and in my dreams, and you're here in the eyes of our little girl. I see you every day, it seems.
did a nice job.
Yeah, she did. Thank you, Brittany, so much for singing so beautifully on that. And as soon as we sent her, the lyrics and a little bit of that scratch track, she just said, "Yes, I'll do it," and that was really wonderful. So I think she really enjoyed the experience too. And she just sat here and laid it down like 3 or 4 times, and that was it. So that was super fun to do, and and really heartfelt. So do you have family and friends in the military?
Actually, yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, like you can't talk about them, or
no, I don't see them.
that's all right. Yeah, I mean, I have family friends in the military, and I know a few that passed away while they were serving. So it really is wonderful. So yes, I mean, it sounds so trite, but yes, thank you for your sacrifice, and we are honored. And so we were writing this kind of from the viewpoint of somebody who lost their spouse and just missed them so much. And then I found these videos on Pexels.com, right? This person, and the video footage was free, so you could use it for anything. And I just loved the story that it told, and I just realized that it went really well. So, but yeah, I mean, I hear that melody all the time, da 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 da, all the time. So, but I hope that is something that can make somebody feel like they're not alone if they hear it, or helps them understand somebody else's viewpoint a little better, right? That's what songs can do. So you haven't experienced that yourself, but that doesn't matter. As a songwriter, you can put yourself in somebody else's shoes and go from there.
The second time I listened to it, I ended up crying.
Yeah.
Wow, you really feel it.
Yes. And it doesn't have to wreck you, but it's okay that you feel it. And that's all right. So that's what songwriting can do, is it lets you express something, but then it lets you kind of share that with other people too. So that's the great thing about songwriting. So what are you working on now, Robin?
I don't know. Well, actually, I have one that's like 3 that are partly done.
Yes, she does. And you wrote 5 on Sunday, right? Like 5 songs on Sunday? Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what anybody else did on Sunday, but Robin wrote 5 songs on Sunday. So that's what she did. And she takes a picture of these beautiful handwritten lyrics, and then just takes a picture and sends it to me in messages. Here's one.
After they're written cleanly.
After they're written cleanly. And then I look at them and start thinking about, was that one a go or not? And she writes so much, there's just no way could we record them all, unless your name was Prince Rogers Nelson or something. But and you could have them on a vault, that we can just release.
But we have some chosen to be released.
We do. We've already sent the next one out. So, and it's more of a blues. So we've got somebody in mind to sing that, and she has agreed to sing it. So
Awesome.
the other thing that I think is really cool is that you are my student/client, and we're working on songwriting, but then I can bring in student/clients who are working on the skill of recording and put you guys together.
Yep.
So everybody gets to practice something here, and everybody comes away with more skills and also a finished product, which I think is really awesome. So I look forward to seeing more of that happen in 2022 between you and other singers in the studio, and other songwriters and other singers as well. There's just everybody's got something to write about. I always say, everybody's got a one-person show in them, and everybody's got an album in them. So it's my job to help you get it out if you want to.
At the beginning of this, we were going to just do an album.
That's right. We were. You kept on writing too much.
Yes.
You're like a geyser.
Especially after I got sick.
That's right. Yeah. Now that Robin's home for a while recuperating, she's got lots of time to write. So she is, and it's just coming out. And sometimes when you're under, that kind of stress of trying to heal from sickness, it makes you write differently and sometimes better. A lot of people have had that experience. I compare you to Flannery O'Connor, right? Who was bedridden a lot and wrote a ton. So, but I don't suggest getting sick just to write songs. Please don't misunderstand. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. So, if you want to look at listen to some of the other things that Robin has done, she's also released "So Damn Poor." That was co-written with Mark Cutler. That is on Peace Still Hayride Volume 2. She's released "Does Santa Have a Tummy Ache?" which was on the Holidays album last year, sung by my niece, who was I think 7.5 at the time. That was really cute. And then Hey There Little Blenda, which is also on YouTube. I'm going to make you your own playlist in my YouTube channel. So I think you're ready for that. So thank you very, very much for tuning in for the premiere of No Time to Cry. Written lyrics by Robin Dyer, music by me, and sung by Brittany Thompson. And it's available on YouTube, and it'll be up on all the other socials shortly. And feel free to share it. And we wish you all a very happy Veterans Day and Memorial Day. And again, thank you to everyone for your service.